Hey guys, welcome to my single player modded Kerbal Space Program Let's Play. We are playing sandbox mode, so we don't have to worry about unlocking everything. Um, I'm having so much fun playing with Eddie Rod on the multiplayer server with all the mods and everything. I figured I'd go ahead and start a solo play of that. It is pretty much the exact same modded KSP as we're using in that Let's Play, but with a little added difference. I do have the TAC or TAC Life Support mod added, so it's going to add a little bit more challenge to planning and keeping Kerbals alive and things like that. So I just thought that'd be a pretty cool addition. So another reason why I chose sandbox mode is we can just go ahead and start planning out missions from the get-go without having to worry about unlocking the parts. And I think for the first mission, what we're going to do is build, I don't want that one, I want that one, yeah, build a space station core. So I'm going to go ahead and cut now and come back once we have that all built up and ready to go. Alright guys, so I think I got the basics of our, what's going to be the core. It's going to be obviously unmanned, and we got plenty of RCS and some extra fuel just in case anything that docks to us needs some more fuel, or when I take it up to orbit and whatever the craft I'm using needs a little bit more fuel. We can pull from there. I have this radial SAS module, which I think is awesome, going around that. And then inside these guys, I have some empty containers. I don't know what I'm going to put in there yet. I guess I could put some extra solar panels and batteries and whatnot. Really don't know what I'm going to need. And I don't know if they're unbalanced weight-wise, if that's actually going to matter or not. Before I forget, I'm going to go ahead and save it. Then I have this life support container down here, so whenever the guys do board up, they'll have a fresh stock. I think it's enough for like 214 days for 3 crew members, so that's plenty for now. And these things take a little getting used to where I need to click. And I have a large docking port down there, and I have these 5 up here of the smaller, and obviously battery pack and solar panels and the large solar panels on the sides and some RCS thrusters. So I think that's going to be what we're going to call the core. And this thing is bugging me. I'm going to move it. So I'll move it over here. So one thing I don't like is, unless you have like a crew pod, something that's going to be manned, it doesn't tell you. It still doesn't tell you what. Oh yeah, so one person, 641 days. So that one guy can live up here for a long time, and then without it, I guess it updated. Let's see. Yeah, it's still showing that. Okay. Before it wasn't showing anything at all until I had a crew pod attached. So, like I said, I think this is going to be our beginner, our first attempt at a space station core. So I'm gonna go ahead and build a launch system and bring you back when that's finished. Alright guys, so here we have it. As you can see, I built what I'm calling my medium lifter, because I'm sure I'm going to have to build bigger things. This might be a little overkill. Right now we have about 1.5 thrust to weight ratio, so we should be fine. The medium lifter looks like this by itself. It's pretty much from here down. I've added some fins for hopefully a little bit added stability, and then again I put the radial SAS. Hopefully that'll help a little bit down here. It does have a probe core, so hopefully we can deorbit it. And I put the these guys, the SRB nose cone, so that hopefully I put them on the right way, so it'll help spread apart and get away from the ship as we jettison this, because it is asparagus staged. So let's go ahead and save and get it out to the launch pad. And hopefully we'll get this guy up in orbit and call it a successful first mission. Let's go ahead and turn on SAS. Throttle up. I have no idea how powerful this thing's going to be. So I guess 3, 2, 1, go. A little wobbly. So far so good. And we are draining through this outer fuel very quickly. The engines are overheating a little bit. A little concerning. I'm going to throttle back just a little bit. They sound pretty nice. Hopefully we'll still have enough thrust once we get through the outer stages to continue going. We shall see. I don't think these have enough fuel actually. I did put it the right way. And we are going down. Yeah, we should start going up again. But I don't think we have enough fuel to make up. Well, we might, once we put to the stage, we might be high enough. We'll be very light by then. This thing doesn't weigh all that much. So we should be alright. Hopefully. I know this stage right here isn't very effective in orbit, or in the atmosphere. So we'll have to see. Very wobbly. No, we don't have those struts. That's a little concerning. That's very concerning, actually. Stop wobbling. Turn off SAS, see if it'll help a little bit. It doesn't seem to be. Alright, so this might just be end up being a test flight. We are about to run out of fuel in this stage. Maybe we need to put some SRBs. Yeah, I don't think this guy's gonna be powerful enough. Nope. I don't think we're gonna make it make a suborbital hop. I think we're gonna stay in the atmosphere the whole time. Yeah, this guy's overheating quickly. Alright, lesson learned. Well, while we're here, let's see some pretty solar panels getting ripped apart. How about that? Alright, so what we learned. Way too underpowered. Need to rectify that. There's some pretty sturdy solar panels. Might not be going fast enough to rip them off, actually. I'm pretty sure once I get to the heavier part of the atmosphere. Coming in like a lawn dart now. Oh, there they go. And there goes the other. Alright, so we need to redesign the lifter. And I guess I'll bring you back in when we have that. So I'll cut after we make this splashdown. There we go. Very nice. Alright, we'll be back. Alright guys, so what I've done is all I've done is doubled up on the asparagus staging, so now we have 4 stages and they're going to peel off 2 at a time. So hopefully that will be enough. So let's go ahead and find out. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Go ahead and throttle back just a little bit. Go ahead and get ahead of the overheating issue. It's much more stable off the launch pad this way. I might have to change this engine out with a more powerful one, and maybe add a little bit more fuel, maybe some radial fuel tanks or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. I definitely have to be well up in this area for this stage because it is definitely not powerful enough to do anything else. Alright, good. So the staging is correct. Also, this is still going to be very tricky as far as the wobbliness whenever these what are these things called? These struts are gone. It's naturally wanting to do a gravity turn. Alright. So we'll see how far we can get. There comes the wobble. Oh, looks like the engine is sliding sideways. That's never good. Very wobbly. It's like one of those pool noodles or whatever they're called. The long foam tubes you can usually get smacked with by a 12-year-old. No offense to any 12-year-olds watching. With this design, I might have to start the gravity turn a little bit later, if at all. I mean, I might have to completely redesign the lifter. I might have to go with like a heavy version. I mean, this thing isn't the lightest thing in the world, but it's definitely not the heaviest. That wobble. Yeah, I don't think we're making it to orbit with this version either. Sad. But we'll see. We'll see. We're definitely getting much higher though. Yeah, this stage definitely needs to be well out of the atmosphere before it's effective. It's efficient. I give it that. It just doesn't have enough oomph. Its ISP is 410, not too bad. Only 200 thrust though. Well, it looks like we are going to at least get close to orbit. We might even actually make orbit. Look at that. I was hoping to get an orbit of about 250 kilometers around Kerbal. I figure that's a good balance. It's far enough out where we can time warp. It's still close enough where it's relatively easy to rendezvous with. So we'll see. This thing might actually do it. Taking a sip of my Mountain Dew. But we are catching our apoaps. We are catching it actually kind of scarily fast. See if I can burn up a little bit. It's less efficient this way, but it pushes it out more. Come on, stop. Stop it. I don't think we have quite enough oomph in this stage. Come on. We are now heading down. Well, let's just give her a run for her money. See how far we can get at least. Uh-oh. We just might get it. Camera do a little wobble. Come on, push it up above. Apoapsis is climbing like crazy. Come on, keep going. Up to at least 70. Come on. Alright, now if I coast through the atmosphere, it'll bring this down. I don't think we'll deorbit. But I can come around and push this out to 250 and then do another circle around and then bring that down to 250. I think we might have just enough fuel, and I brought some extra fuel like I said up here. Next I'm going to go ahead and transfer that in right now. Because this isn't actually supposed to refuel things, that was just extra fuel just in case. So, very inefficient. I don't know why I keep doing that, that's old habit. I have the information right here. I'm gonna hide that. Now I want to see those things. Alright, so it looks like we will be able to get orbit. We still in the atmosphere? Yes, we are. Still bringing that down. Not the most efficient to orbit. We're not very inclined either. There we go. Alright, slow it down so we can go ahead and get ready for a burn. Go ahead and start a little bit. Oh no, I need to be facing the other way. I don't know what I was thinking. Well, I just messed this all up. That's alright. Definitely gotta get that back up above 70 kilometers. Alright, now we fast forward over there and we'll bring it down, bring this one down. Hopefully we'll have enough fuel left in the in this stage to deorbit it. Alright, so go ahead and burn to bring it down. Alright, that's pretty close. 250.4 by 249.6. I call that good. Alright, now we have plenty of fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and do is point north. Open up these solar panels. Alright, and go ahead and decouple and switch to that. Point retrograde. Make sure I'm well out of it. I am. Alright. I gotta go quick because I don't have much. Oh, this does have alternator. Nice. Bye, Kerbal Station Core. There's the planet. Go up and just make sure we land in the ocean about here. Gotta push it, make sure we miss that. Looks like what would be part of some Asian peninsula in the real world. Alright, call that good, and switch back to our station. Alright, so let's go ahead and rename it. We'll call it Kerbal Station 1. Alright. Alright guys, with that said, I think I'm going to go ahead and call this episode good. The next episode will be sending up our first man mission, I think, with maybe, oh, one thing I forgot, I never brought anything into this, and I can't open it. You have to open this on EVA. So I guess I'll bring a tugboat so we can move some stuff around, start building when we bring up other pieces, and maybe some supplies to resupply this and send back the empty stuff or whatnot, whatever. Oh, we'll figure it out. But again, I appreciate you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more.